But soft, what light through yonder window breaks is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, kill the envious moon, who's already sick and pale with grief. That thou, her maid, art far more fair than she, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. It is not to me she speaks. Two of the fair stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon that hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I, me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of the heaven, unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the puffing clouds and sails upon the bosom of air.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father or refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn, my love, and I'll no longer be a captive.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak of this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face. Oh, be some other name belonging to a man. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word will smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he knows. Without that title, Romeo doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I will be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou, that does be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have yet not drunk 100 words, as thy tongue's uttering, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death. Considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here?
With love's light wings that I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee here, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eyes than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. And but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate, than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
By whose direction found out this place?
By love that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet were thou as far as that vast shore washed up with the farthest sea, I should adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek? For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight, fain would I dwell on form, fain deny would I have spoke, but for well compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet If thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. But if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown, and be perverse, and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else, not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond. And therefore, thou mayest think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess. But that thou overheardest here, I was ware. My true love passion, therefore pardon me, and not input this yielding to light love, which a dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, thee that tips with silver all these fruit treetops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconsistent moon, that monthly changes in her circle o'er, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by the gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe it.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear, although I join thee. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night, this bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower. When next we meet, good night, good night. As sweet repose, the rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didn't request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldest thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have. For both are infinite. I hear some noise again. Dear love, adieu.
Juliet!
Anon, good nurse. See, Montague, be true. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I am afeard, being a knight, all this is but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy band of love be honorable, thy purpose, marriage, send me word tomorrow. By one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Juliet!
I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Juliet!
By and by I come, to cease thy strife and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send?
So thrive my soul,
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Hiss, Romeo, hiss, or for a falconer's voice, to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse, and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than with repetition of my Romeo.
How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My sweet,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget. To have thee still oh shit. To have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forgot, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone. And yet, no farther than a wanton bird that lets it hop a little from its hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silken thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, but I kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, and good night. Parting with such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till the tomorrow.
dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace so sweet to rest. Hence I will go to my ghostly friar's close cell, his help to crave and my dear hap to tell.